It's Saturday night and it's good for fighting, but it's also good for one other thing. It's good for a Collision and Battle of the Belts 7 after dark.
This is where you say, tell him, Canada Dry.
Tell him, Canada Dry.
It is time for CAD and BOB, baby. Woo!
All right, let's run it.
It's Collision After Dark, baby.
Woo, smashing through the doors on a one-legged peg leg pirate. By God. I am the JFB, James from Boston. Over to me.
Yeah. I am the patron saint of professional wrestling. I am that ginger up, bubbly son of a bitch. I am smooth as ice and I go down just as well. I'm Canada Dry, damn it.
Whew, man, that intro gives me chills. I got goosebumps.
That is probably the best one I've done ever.
That's definitely an after dark finish there.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. We are a trios, and like the House of Black, gotta have our Buddy Matthews because you just need that guy who can just fly around the ring, and that, of course, is the effing expert, Mr. Isaacs.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, on this very late edition of Collision After Dark.
Yeah.
You know, just listening to Jeremy, it makes me a little bit hard.
This dark side is brought to you by
Dummy.
What
a transition.
I'm excited for our next guest, though.
I am too, man. He is part of our prediction league, AFW. This kid is just rock solid. If anybody should be called rock hard, by God, it should be the man right below me, Caleb Bain. What's going on?
Nothing much. I am the PCB, the legendary. Keep your piss off here, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Take your pants off. Caleb Bain. To me, it's an honor to have you on our show.
They do. Yeah. I'm so happy to be here.
Welcome.
Is there anything else you want to say before we start?
I'm happy to be on here. It's my first time doing a podcast with my family of AEW. Just keep fighting.
Yep.
Yeah,
he's got it. Canada Dry, you will be receiving a letter by FedEx, much like WCW does. Caleb is going to be our new host.
Yeah.
Rich Southwood's in the house, and of course he's Chan PCB.
Yeah, Rich.
Superstar.
So we open. I like the way Collision opens. You get these little vignettes, these little promos that get cut, and usually it's one or two. This time we had FTR, Bullet Club Gold, Willow, Ruby Soho, Starks, and Punk. And that's kind of how we were going to spend the night because those were passionate promos. And leads us into the first match, which I was really surprised that this was the opening match. It
set the night, though.
Oh, it did more than just set the night. Oh,
yeah. Oh, for sure.
Bullet Club Gold versus FTR. Best 2 out of 3 falls. I am going to give you some of my notes. Jay White is freaking awesome. I love Jay White. And of course, he's joined by Soft Serve Soda Jones. He is tolerable at times.
He's been good the last couple weeks, so we got to admit.
Yeah. Technically, as a wrestler, he's really good. He's a great wrestler, but as a person,
his character sucks.
Characters. I liked it better when he was CJ Parker in NXT. Anyways,
Kevin Owens' nose.
Poor Kevin's nose.
So What's up with Soda Jones's trunks, man? It looks like he's wearing a diaper.
I know, right? I'm so glad you said that because I was thinking the same thing.
Look
Did
like
you think that, Caleb?
Yeah.
You thought the diaper thing too?
I love FTR's trunks. The paying tribute to Brett. It would have been really awesome to see Brett come out with them. I think that would have been so amazing, but he didn't. That's okay because what we got.
You know why? But we didn't see Brett?
Why?
Martha.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they are
It's the
not.
only reason that we wouldn't
They're
have
not
seen
like
Brett.
that. They're like over here,
They're not.
firing weapons at each other.
They'll be like, Tony Khan would have been like, hey, is it okay with you, Brett? What? No, I'm just kidding.
Joke. This match is beautiful and shows how awesome wrestling is and how awesome wrestling can be. It was freaking phenomenal. Bullet Club Gold got the first pin. FTR, of course, got the second pin. And then we get the sharpshooter. And man, did he wrench that sharpshooter in. I mean, he was ass to ass, and he was just yanking. And Soda Pop Jones tags out. And we get a retain. Yeah, FTR retains. Whew, thank God. Canada Dry, you go first, brother.
I really like this was to me, well, this match set the stage for the night. Like this felt like we were in an alternate reality when we were kids.
Yeah.
Like that's what it felt like. Because there was nothing like what we watched tonight when we were kids.
Yeah.
Not for free.
Yeah.
So this match was so beautiful.
Yeah.
It was a love song to the hearts.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Yeah.
And they pretty much got to have their tribute match to Brett and to Owen.
Yeah. Which is really what this night is all about. It's really all about Owen and the Owen Foundation and the Hart family. So Rich Southwest said the double sharpshooter made me pop. Hey,
The switchblade sharpshooter too was good too.
Oh yeah.
He applied it really nice.
Yeah. Mr. Isaacs, your thoughts?
Wow. After that barn burner match they had last weekend on Collision, I was like, how are they going to top that? They topped it.
Yeah.
I mean, this was an amazing match. Switchblade Jay White is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I love the spot where right before he did that sharpshooter, he faked that he was going to do the Sweet Chin music.
Yeah. He was queuing up the band for sure.
Because he knew that the crowd was going to pop very negatively for that.
Yeah.
This was just a brilliant match. I would say this has to be a top 5 all-time AEW match.
Yeah.
I mean, it was that good.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff. I think we all know what the match of the night's going to be before we even get through the rest of the card.
Let's just call it. It is going to be the first match of the night.
This was an absolute masterpiece. They hit each other with everything. False finishes that didn't seem overly gratuitous.
Yeah.
They were just right, just on the money.
Yeah.
I absolutely love this match.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Dave Meltzer right now is going, man, if this was in the Tokyo Dome, I'd give it 8 stars.
If we could just move this about 1,200 miles a little bit, we'll be good.
That's Calgary. And Caleb, what are your thoughts on the first match of the night?
Was a really good match between AEW and New Japan Wrestling come together. I love it.
Yeah, it was just a great.
What was your favorite part of the match, Caleb?
My favorite match was FTR down the win.
No, what was your favorite part of the match?
My favorite part is the FTR won the match.
Yes.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. That's all that matters, right? The sharpshooter in the middle of the ring, right, Caleb?
Yeah. I saw that on my TV.
Yeah. I mean, it was just a thing of beauty. Like, I'm trying to go back in my head and figure out, like, what Brett was. Did Brett and Owen have a best 2 out of 3 fall match?
not together.
I
Okay.
don't think so. No.
Like I'm trying to figure out where they're kind of aping this from, but
Well, I know that Heart Foundation did.
yeah. Against actually, probably I think it's against the Rockers, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. All right. So we get a hype video. Whew, man. If you aren't excited about Blood and Guts Wednesday,
I love how we just were 10 minutes in and we're already done the hour-long match.
like I had tons of notes, but I mean it's like minuscule stuff, like, you know. But we get a hype.
I think like this match will definitely go down as one of the greatest tag matches of all time. And it's interesting because a lot of people thought that Bullet Club Gold should have won.
Oh yeah.
But I'm like, are you not realizing this is in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and they're massive heart marks?
Yeah.
And like, you know, this team is dissolved as a tag team after this.
Yeah.
Like,
Jay White needs to be a singles guy because
Jay
he's just
White
way
is
too good.
so over as a you know, he's just over.
And I mean, he's a former IWGP heavyweight champion, so I'm surprised with their New Japan relationship that they haven't pushed that more.
Yeah.
To make him more of a breakout single star.
Yeah, I think that needs to be mentioned a lot more.
Oh,
Yeah.
Or even he needs to promo it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the only big surprise from this match was that David Benoit was at the match.
Yeah.
Yes.
As I'm like looking at my screen, I'm going, hey, wait a minute, that looks like David Benoit. It's sure fucking enough. It
If
is
he ever
David
starts
Benoit.
wrestling, they'll just be like, and hailing from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, David B.
It was good to see. What did they explain why Kevin Kelly wasn't on?
He's
I don't
G1.
think so.
Not on the show, but it was in the news that he was at the G1 climax.
Okay, that kind of explains a lot of stuff.
Can we talk
Like,
about how ridiculous Ian Riccaboni looked?
You know, I really like Riccaboni.
I love him.
He's a great commentator.
Yeah.
Like him and Nigel have a really good chemistry.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't take anything away, but man,
The salmon suit with the cowboy hat. But yeah, I love Ian Riccaboni.
Yeah, Ian Riccaboni, if you're watching or you're listening later.
I just like saying Riccaboni.
Riccaboni.
I like saying just Riccaboni. Caleb, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you say Riccaboni?
Riccaboni.
Yeah.
Smooth. So we get a hype video. Holy crap. The hype video is just awesome. If you got to be ready for Blood and Guts. Noob Cubby says Bullet Club Gold should have won, but Canada really don't like Bullet Club Gold. Most likely they like Gallows, Anderson, AJ Styles, and Finn Balor. I mean, kind of not probably wrong there. I mean, you know, and dude's smile was creepy. Who smiled?
I think he's talking about Riccaboni's smile.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that added to it. Literally, you could put him on you could put him on a poster that a sex offender lives in your area.
It makes me less happy to say Riccaboni. I like
that's how he
the
looks.
same anymore.
He looks like a guy who has a van with no windows and just hangs out watching girls lacrosse. You know what I'm saying?
And the bumper sticker that says, "If this van is a rockin'."
Hi-yo.
A big dragon ear blush.
A dragon with a naked lady beside it.
But the nipples actually light up at night.
Yes, they glow in the dark.
If you're gonna go tacky, go all the way. Don't half-ass it. Go all the way.
And it's got the sparkles all over the van too.
Yes, exactly. But it's got to have the fin at the top like the A-Team.
Oh, I want this van. It's got the mag wheels on it, right?
Free candy here painted on the side.
Oh man,
Caleb,
all right.
if a van pulls up to you when you walk on the sidewalk, and they say, "Would you like some free candy?" What do you tell them?
I tell them get lost.
Get lost. That's right.
There you go.
Double if he's dressed like a clown.
Yeah.
Oh man, I have to ask Caleb, how do you feel about clowns? Caleb, how do you feel about clowns?
Clowns. I'm scared of clowns.
I think we all are.
Oh, yeah. Nothing freaks the JFB out than a clown, other than like the dolls whose eyes just look like they're penetrating through your soul.
Oh, those old Victorian sort of
Yeah.
dolls.
Okay. Yeah. So my grandmother had one that was one of those dolls, but painted like a clown in the bonus room where we were staying when I was a kid. That's nightmare fuel right there. Like I had no idea. I thought I was going to die. Like I thought that doll was going to come alive and it was going to cut my
Yeah,
throat.
now my question is to you: did you like think in your head, "Can't sleep, clown will eat me"? Can't sleep, clown will eat me.
Kind of, yeah. Can't sleep.
It's Dart with this Krusty the Clown
Yes.
bed that he had. Can't
Hey,
sleep,
hey,
clown will eat me.
I would kill for a Krusty the Clown bed, man.
Krusty's the greatest fictional clown of all time.
Oh God! Still, the best Simpsons episode ever is the one where they copy Cape Fear with Sideshow Bob, and it's just like it's Krusty the Clown rocks. I really wish they would have a Krusty Burger.
I'd even love to have like Krusty the Clown cough syrup or something.
Yeah. Maybe we can introduce it to the NWA. It'd be like their version of Doink the Clown. It won't be somebody.
Guys, I'm not even done watching wrestling tonight.
Why? What else you got?
I'm going to be watching Natalia Markova in AAA.
Oh,
Oh,
all right.
all right.
That's right. She is wrestling in Mexico. You know those Mexicans. They don't start till like 11, 12 at night. They just love the party. Speaking of party, we get our second match of the night. It's going to be Ruby Soho from the Outcasts taking on Willow Nightingale. Here are some of my notes. Love seeing Willow just getting the shine. Like, she's awesome. She is the female version of Big E. There's just nothing you can say bad about her. Willow off to an early start. I think Willow Nightingale is light years ahead of where she was even a few months ago. Like, her moves are crisp. She's moving around. She's selling really good.
I think she just has more confidence.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I think the strong title is the one that did it for sure.
Yeah, she just pretty much lucked into this.
Yeah, but Willow gets the big run from Tony Khan. She is the Owen Hart tournament champion. She beat Ruby Soho. And instead of focusing on Soho, they focused on Willow. And they sold her and made her look like $1 million. It was just beautiful. It was freaking awesome. Effing expert, you go first.
Yeah, Willow Nightingale, I agree with what you said about her, about how she's improved by leaps and bounds. She is so much better than she was a few months back, and she's really grown on me a lot.
Yeah.
Like, it's getting to the point to where she's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Because she's fun to watch. She's good in the ring. I like her look. I like her charisma. I know a lot of people acted like they were surprised that she won. I'm not. Yeah. I mean, Ruby Soho is like the third lowest person in her 3-person stable. I mean, I just didn't think that she was going to take this. I thought this was positioned for a younger talent to win, and I think it rightfully went to Willow.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this was a good match.
That was a great match. Caleb, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts was on this match. She just a bit. Her smile a lot. It brings the energy. AEW with Tonton did an awesome job to put her in this first time ever tournament and win it tonight.
Yeah. Very well said. I like that.
Very well spoken, Caleb.
Yeah. Canada Dry, you wax poetic.
Well, how am I supposed to follow Caleb now with that?
You might as well just say match good and leave it at that.
That's good.
You'll try and you will lose.
So yeah, like to me, I was surprised because I thought Soho was going to get the nod because I think, like you said, she is the third best person in that faction.
Yeah.
And giving her the nod kind of elevates her from being that.
Yeah.
She then becomes second.
Yeah.
And Soraya is left with like, oh, I better do something. But no, I like that they, because Soho didn't get hurt in this.
Yeah.
She went all the way to the finals.
Yeah.
And they could even have her win next year.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, because
twice the bridesmaid. Now I'm the bride.
Yeah, Southwood thinks the same. I mean, he didn't understand why. Rich Southwood says, "Why have Ruby lose in the finals twice?" It doesn't.
If she wins it the third time,
yeah,
it's not. It's a good long term.
Maybe she'll go for that. Maybe she'll be in that tournament when she turns face.
I
think that's
50.
Huh?
I thought you were going to say when she turns 50.
I thought you was going to say that too. maybe when she's 50, she'll win it.
Yeah, maybe she'll win it when she's 50.
Owen Hart tournament.
I'm going
to do this for Owen.
Ruby Soho.
Ruby Soho. That's the Taz singing it.
I love Taz. When Taz sings, it makes me.
Ruby Soho.
We got a Shivani. He is backstage with QT Marshall, Harley, Powerhouse Hobbs. I think this is the stupidest thing to have Hobbs in. Personally, it's just like if you're looking.
He got on TV though.
I mean, you're talking about a guy who could legitimately wrestle for any title and take it at any time. Like he's just got that thing, and to now having him going against QT Marshall doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. And we can talk about it.
Yeah, I think we'll just talk about it quickly.
Yeah.
I just think that it depends where they're going with it.
Yeah.
Like I think if QT talked him down and he stayed with him, that's a better story.
Yeah.
Than him feuding right away.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is gonna go. This is never gonna hold, and you want to see where it goes.
Yeah. I mean, why even give QT Marshall a rub other than he's a feeding system for young wrestlers into your promotion? I mean,
I think QT, he's getting way too much attention. And do you ever notice how white his teeth are?
Yeah, those aren't real.
Like they're like whiter than that light behind JFB.
He's got
whiter than Roman Reigns' new teeth.
Yeah.
You know who loves Roman Reigns?
No, I don't.
I thought you were Mr. You were into the bloodline, right? Weren't you a fan of those guys?
No, you're more. You're clowns.
They are clowns.
Samoan.
So
clowns.
you like Roman Reigns, but you hate the Usos?
I love the Usos better. They teach Roman Reigns a lesson.
They need to take him a listen. What's your opinion on this, Caleb? On the Hobbs thing?
Hobson, I love Powerhouse Hobbs was on Team Taz, but Donnie TV is my guy. I love him.
Yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong. Can't go wrong rooting for Powerhouse Hobbs, but QT Marshall. We go to our third match. It's going to be the Kings of the Black Throne. Perhaps you're like, what? Who are the Kings of the Black Throne? Well, that's just the tag team of Aleister Black and, of course, my new best friend in the whole wide world. We're going to get that trending. Brody King. And they're going to be taking on our FN wrestling interns, known as Eric and Meat. I don't know why he wants us to call him Meat, but
Do you know Meat was with us as an intern?
Yeah.
He had this weird thing that he'd do, and he wouldn't tell anyone. He'd make coffee and tea and mix it together.
Yeah.
And when you're looking for a hot cup of coffee,
yeah,
you don't want to taste this tea coffee concoction.
Yeah. No.
So that's what Sean Stasiak's doing these days.
And by the way, it's not Aleister Black, it's Malachi Black. I've been corrected by the Lord, Rich Southwood. Sorry. Sometimes the JFB gets a little fuzzy in the head. Anyways, so JFB's best friend Brody King starts it off. Why would you get into a kicking contest with a guy that's trained in Muay Thai?
I thought I could beat him.
Good Lord. Surprise, surprise. Andrade comes down the ramp and they push him back. I want you to run him as JFB.
He takes the Flintstone vitamins. Particularly the Pebbles one on Saturday nights.
Oh, yeah. The edible Wilma. Can't beat it. So let's talk about that third match. Caleb, you go first. What did you think of the third match?
The first match was good. I went back and forth. Teams are really a dark side on them. I've seen them many times on AEW.
Yeah.
They put anybody have fears.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you scared of House of Black?
I was when they started, but not anymore. Dory Hart, she is so sexy.
Oh, she is.
Oh, yeah.
You are not wrong.
You are correct, sir.
Thank you.
Canada Dry, you're next.
You're always putting me up after the PCB. What's going on? Did you get mad at me? Did I do something? Did I step on your toe or something?
No.
I loved this little interaction between Andrade El Idolo, and Malachi Black. I loved that. It got me right into it when I was like, "Oh, get that mask from Julia Hart because he can get to her." And I was like, "Get it!" And he went and grabbed the mask in time, and I was like, "Yeah, screw you, Andrade El Idolo."
Olay. What did you think, Mr. Expert?
I love how one of the enhancement talent guys literally looked like a number 2 pencil with blue emo hair.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Brother needs to eat some poutine or something.
Obviously, this served its purpose. It advanced the feud with Andrade El Idolo and Malachi Black. So, what can you say? It was a typical squash match.
Squish. We say squish here.
Yeah.
It's a squish match. And I love the Black Mass. I love the spinning back heel kick that he does.
Yeah.
It just looks amazing.
Yeah. I'm going to get into a kicking contest.
But those kids there tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're from like a wrestling school in Calgary or something.
Okay. Maybe.
But that had to be the highlight of their young careers.
Oh yeah. Wow. Yeah. There's no doubt. They're gonna go home and it's recorded. They're gonna burn it on a DVD. They're gonna have it on their phone. He's gonna be like, "Hey, you know, when he's trying to pick up."
You know what? Their indie price just went up a little tiny bit.
Oh yeah, yeah. Instead of $20 and all the hot dogs you can eat, now we're charging $50 with all the hot dogs we can eat.
That guy's great.
You got this boot print of Malachi Black tattooed on your face. Guy that Malachi Black kicked his ass.
Yeah, I mean, I just wish they would get to this feud quick. But
AEW doesn't do that.
Well, it's like a C-story feud. Like it's not a main feud. So
no, but they treat every feud kind of like that though.
They do. We'll talk about TK in a little bit. I got some choice words for Tony Goody.
Oh no.
Now we go to our fourth and final match. It is the main event, and I'm like, 20 minutes left. You're going to do this before Battle of the Belts can finish, before Battle of the Belts will start? Okay, let's see what happens. We get CM Punk. We get Ricky Starks. Ricky looks good, and man, he is ready for the upset. Like, he has this glow on him, and he just had extra strut. Like, it was good to see him. Here comes the Second City Savior. Comes in all his pink glory. I love it, paying homage to Owen and Brett. I mean, I love Stark's confidence. I liked the semi-heelish CM Punk. You know, he's on the ropes. He's goading him to get back in. You know, we're going to get two new different styles of wrestling because Punk can't do what Ricky Starks does anymore. He just doesn't have it. So, but for Ricky Starks got the win. I mean, he beat CM Punk, and he is the Owen Hart tournament champion for the men. Canada Dry, go first, my friend. Thoughts on the main event?
I was thoroughly entertained by this main event.
Yeah.
You're right. Punk can't do what he used to do.
Yeah.
But there's someone that he can emulate and still look damn good doing it.
Yeah. And what he did.
He's doing Bret Hart's moves.
Yeah.
Like 75% of the moves were Bret.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the corner turnbuckles and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, I just loved it. You know, when Ricky Starks held the belt to get the win, or held the rope to get the win.
Yeah.
It was just, what is this, a heel turn?
Yeah.
And then he goes upstage. Liger's there. And he just snatches it away from Liger.
Yeah, well, I did not appreciate that.
So like two heel things in a row. But he wasn't. Yeah, so that was really surprising.
Yeah. Yeah, it was I mean, don't get me wrong.
You know what? I think that heel Ricky Starks,
yeah,
at this point is elevation.
Yeah.
Because I think that he's not ready to be that face yet.
No.
To be that big mega over face.
A
heel Ricky Starks is going to be over the top.
Yeah. I mean, he's got the look of a baby face. I mean, but he's also got the face that you just want to punch over and over and over and over again. So, I mean, that's the good thing, you know. You can still look like a face, but still get punched in the face like you're a heel, and people are going to love it. So, Evan Expert, your thoughts on the main event?
Yeah, I mean, I thought this was a fantastic match. I like the way Punk has been working here lately, using a lot of Brett's moves. He's kind of taken a page from the Bryan Danielson book of kind of slowing things down a little bit as he gets older, which is good because he's been very injury prone since he's been back. So I like to see him protect himself a little more. Yeah. I thought this was a really good match. I really enjoyed it. I was not expecting Ricky Starks to cheat to win. I thought that Samoa Joe was going to come out and cost Punk the match, and it was going to continue the little tiff that they had going on. But very surprised by that. But I am glad that Starks won, though, because I think he needs the elevation more than Punk does.
Yeah.
And like I said, with Willow, I think that this tournament is meant to boost a younger talent. I think that's what it's for. And I do think it's kind of funny they spent all the time flying Jushin Thunder Liger out, and he put on his full suit and costume. Yeah. Literally to be on camera for 5 seconds and get pushed out of the way.
Yeah.
I was like, way to treat the greatest junior heavyweight wrestler of all time.
Exactly. Yeah, he could have been at least standing there to hand I don't know.
Like they escorted him out on the stage, and he's like, okay, what's next? And then he's like, oh, I got to give the cup and then he gets pushed out of the way. I'm like, you can't do that.
And then he just kind of turns around, awkwardly bows to the crowd, and walks away.
Yeah.
It was like the easiest payday he's ever had in his career.
Oh, I would love to know. I would wish I knew his agent so I could figure out how much he got paid for that. Because I guarantee you, They flew him first class. They put him up at like the really nice hotel in Calgary. Like, they
That's
dished
just
it
one of
up.
the TK. I'm gonna do it. I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm just gonna have him be on camera for 5 seconds and pay him an ungodly amount of money and then send his ass back to Japan.
Yeah.
That's literally like wiping your ass with $100 bills.
Tony Khan uses $1,000 bills in ways that are unimaginable by the human mind.
Indeed.
All right, PCB, you go next, man. What did you think of the main event?
The main event was really awesome. I got this sign, the best of the world, CM Punk sign I made. CM Punk is my favorite guy in pro wrestling.
Mhm.
He started in Ring of Honor, which I'm only know. And CM Punk is the best of the world.
Yeah.
Nobody cannot stop him.
He ain't wrong. Did you like Ricky Starks winning though?
I do. I love Richard Starks. The non-talent I'm good with the Isaac guy. The non-talent deserve to have a shot with the only hard tournament next year for the belt.
Yeah,
Is Rich backstage?
he is.
Well, let's bring him in.
Boing, there he is. It's Rich Southwood.
Hello, all my loyal subjects.
How about you, good sir?
Welcome.
I thought I'd bring you in because then you can at least interact with Caleb before he says good
What's
night.
up, Caleb? Let's go, bro.
Dude,
PCB, we are not worthy, sir.
PCB
You
in the
killed it
house.
tonight, my brother. You killed it.
Dude, you wish I was so happy to see you beef a fish on tonight.
My brother.
My wolf fish, what a rooster. It's
Rufus
getting
brother.
old.
All right, let's ask someone else the question now that we got.
Okay. You huh?
Well, we were in the middle of something before we added him, so
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure who hasn't answered.
No, PCB answered. So Rich
It was the last one. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I do have
Rich,
a question though for Canada Dry. What does Canada have against CM Punk? Why does he booed all
I'm
across
shocked.
the country of Canada? Like, is it just because Kenny Omega's Canadian? Is that what it
I'm
is?
shocked because he's a Brett Mark, and most
Yeah.
Brett Marks are like he's with us.
He's got an overwhelming heel response all across Canada.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be the Omega thing, but I'm with CM Punk.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. I don't know. I don't get it.
neither do I. And it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense.
Rich, you want to comment on the match?
Yeah, I am. It's nice to give Ricky the shine, and I think that with him holding the rope and maybe teasing a possible heel turn back to heel, it makes more sense. Otherwise, I really thought CM Punk was going to have this for his show.
Yeah.
So I was surprised with the swerve. I was happy with it.
Yeah.
So Caleb, if you want to come back at the end of the show, if you want to stay backstage, we'll bring you back for the bells and the best match of the night.
Okay, I will.
Okay, just hang around backstage.
All right. Ta-da.
Ta-da.
There we go. So Caleb will stay with us and we'll get all his. You know what, Rich? You got Dubby, which is one of our advertisers, one of our sponsors.
Keeping himself awake on this late evening.
I want to know what Rich thinks of the flavor that he's drinking. He's loving it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Dragonade, bro, and it is delicious.
Is it?
Oh my god, it's so good.
That's
It doesn't
awesome.
really it doesn't have like an aftertaste bite.
Yeah.
It has just enough of the flavor when it's going down. Plus, a shaker ball is included to help
Ooh.
mix up the powder.
Yeah.
So you get one of these nice little shaker balls that goes in the bottom
Yeah.
to help swirl it all up. But I got the starter pack.
Yeah.
And it came with 4 different flavor packs.
Oh, cool.
I tried the Dragonade. It's the first one I tried. I made sure I waited until I was here to drink it for the first time. But yeah, man, that's really good. It doesn't like, I've had a couple of drinks while I was waiting on backstage. I don't have any jitteries, nothing like that. Just a good, clean feeling.
Yeah.
Now I have to know.
If you guys need some energy, W's where it's at, guys.
Well, how now?
What were you asking there, Jeremy?
No, I said I have to know. Does it taste like real dragon?
As far as I know, yes.
So you're saying you haven't really had a dragon before?
All I'm saying is, as far as I know, yes.
Listen, we don't want to piss off the dorks, okay?
You know what? No, listen. I've got an in with the dragon people, and I don't want to blow it, guys. Okay? So let's just.
Those loppers are going to be coming after you. They're pretty.
We got to get that W on the screen there, Jeppy.
Yeah. So all you gotta do if you want to be like Rich, go to w.gg, get the starter pack, man. Get whatever you need to get, and then get 10% off using our code Effin Wrestling. So
I absolutely used the code too, and it automatically took it off.
Yeah.
It was such a delight to see Effin Wrestling being represented by something and then being able to put in the code.
Yeah.
It was really exciting to me, actually.
It's awesome.
Guys, I have to tell you something.
What?
This is the best infomercial of my life. This is a great infomercial.
I told you, Canada Dry, that I was going to bring it on.
Yeah.
I know, and you're the perfect representative. Like, you couldn't have done it any better.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Next up is the Coral Calcium infomercial.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll try to go like Penny from Big Bang Theory and go for hemorrhoid creams.
So which of you is going to join the FTW wrestling school to tell us what it's like?
That's going to be Lord Rich.
He's got to do it too. Oh my goodness, Natalia Markova slams so hard.
I'm like, son of a...
Gentlemen, I turned 40 in like a week, so I think
I'm going to be 43 in March, sir.
Welcome to Senior Citizens Wrestling Podcast.
Hey, we'll get my son to go to the school.
There we go. There we go.
Caleb back in here. He'll go.
Oh.
He's the young one, right?
Go. Of course he will.
We might as well show the other sponsorship on the screen since we're talking about it.
Yeah, we'll talk them all out at once. We're talking about Fight the World Wrestling. That's right. Natalia Markova and Brian Idol run this school. They have their own. They put on their own promotion shows. So, and you can learn how to become a wrestler. That we can talk about you on TV. You just go to Tampa. It's $250 a month. I mean, that's nothing. That's a cakewalk.
And a lot of people have come through this
cell
school.
phone bill.
Yeah. And a lot of people have come through this school, are now in the NWA. Joey Janela is a graduate from this school. Like a lot of the people are on the NWA with Natalia and with Brian Idol.
That's awesome.
So, just goes to show.
Yeah.
Very good.
So if you want to take bumps and be a man or a woman, just go to Tampa. $250 a month. Yeah, that's nothing.
Isn't real? Have you seen Real Drago? That guy's got big muscles.
Oh yeah.
Like he played. Who did he play? He played the guy in the video that was Natalia's sister in the when they were doing the.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
So we're gonna keep going because you know what? It was after Collision. Battle of the Belts. That's right, Battle of the Belts. We see Jushin Thunder Liger being ushered off in the most awkward way, in them off stage so they can get this show started. It's just like I was waiting for them to do a trap door, and just kind of push him in there and let them fall on the mat.
He falls into the pit. I'm just badly burned. I'm okay.
It's beginning to smell a little like almonds.
Oh, someone just shot me.
Oh man, that movie just
We're of course
Don't-
talking about Austin Powers.
Austin Powers. Yeah,
Yes.
we get our first match of the night. It's Orange Cassidy. It's Lance Archer. It's for the AEW International Championship. Archer is insane. Like that guy he ain't right in the head. I don't think it's a character he's playing. I mean, I truly feel like this guy is like 5 cards short of a full deck.
He goes to church on Sunday.
That don't mean nothing. I've met plenty of stupid people from church and people that are kind of like, he could snap and start killing a lot of people.
You know why he goes to church? Those after church lunch parties.
Really?
Oh yeah, those. Have you ever been to an after church lunch party?
No.
Yes.
Oh, so good. It's like a smorgasbord of like old ladies making good food. Nothing like an after church lunch party.
Okay, I'm gonna try it.
It's like I'm coming to the church lunch party.
Just go to the lunch party.
I'm here for
here
the
for
lunch
the
party.
old
I'm
ladies'
willing to
pie.
wait through this.
Let's
Come
hope they
for
don't start.
Jesus, stay for the food.
I hope they don't. I hope they don't like question me. Like, well, what did you think of the pastor? What did you think of the pastor's sermon? Oh yeah, really good.
it was
really.
brilliant.
Oh no!
God
When
is
they're
merciful.
asking you, like, make sure your mouth is full.
I love the whole redemption, right? Because that seems to be
I love the part about God selling to Satan and
Yeah.
the promo that he cut afterwards.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
Like,
Cassie,
and the swerve of Jesus coming back after. No one saw that coming.
no.
What a comeback.
Yeah, like
I mean, it had its moments. I mean, it had its moments. Canada Dry, go with it.
we're talking about Lance Archer and Orange Cassidy. I really enjoyed this match, and I loved that they're putting Archer over like this.
Yeah.
Like you can't have your big guys coming in and looking like crap.
Yeah.
So him losing an account out, I think it saves face for him. I think it makes his character like, oh, maybe he could beat Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
So I like what they did. And this is like the first count out in AEW history, they said.
That's right.
I love that they do little things like this on rare occasion.
Yeah. It's Battle of the Belts. You got to pull. If you're going to pull it out and show it, you might as well do it during Battle of the Belts.
Whoa, this is like, well, it is After Dark. Never mind.
Yeah. Oh man. All right, F&N Expert, your thoughts?
I thought this was a really good match. I mean, you guys know I'm not the biggest fan of the Orange Cassidy gimmick, but one thing that he does well is when he wrestles a big man,
Yeah.
he uses pretty good psychology in that he, like in this match in particular, he kept working the leg of Lance Archer. So I like little nuances like that. If you're going to have a guy who looks like he couldn't legitimately fight his opponent, then you need to throw in some kind of element like that. So I'm glad they did that. I like that. This was a solid match. I like Lance Archer a lot. I like seeing Jake the Snake at ringside with him.
Yeah.
I just hope this isn't a one and done thing where he just kind of vanishes again for a long time, because it seems like that kind of happens with him a lot. He'll show up, he'll put on a good match, and then he'll just vanish for like months on end.
Yeah.
So I hope that doesn't happen again, because I think he could be a valued addition to the Collision show, especially.
Oh yeah. I mean, in all honesty, he's probably making more money in Europe and in Japan than Tony Khan's going to pay him. So they have that open, because they, when they mentioned Lance Archer, they showed him at Rev Pro, and then they showed him in New Japan. So like they showed that he's been they're trying to build him up as a wrecking machine, but
it kind of sucks for Jake the Snake though, because if Lance Archer's not on TV, he doesn't got nothing to do.
Yeah.
He's never
and
there.
I just wanted to mention that I love the and he did this once before, where Jake was going to do the DDT, and then Lance Archer comes and breaks it up, and he's like, "Oh shucks, started."
Yeah. Then he looked like the old guy that's telling you to get off his lawn. Get off my lawn, you son of a bitch. Lord, Southwood, tell me what I need to hear. Oh, it's your turn, Rich.
Formal introductions.
I thought that it was a nice touch that Lance had been abroad, and they showed it before, seeing as though he was vying for the international championship, and
Yeah.
to show that he was on different continents.
Yeah.
Like wrestling recently, I think gave it a little bit of validity to the match. Everyone knows I love Orange Cassidy. I agree with the FN expert in the psychology of it all. It worked out really well, and I thought it was a great match to open up Battle of the Belts.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, man. Guess what we get? Shivani. I love Shivani, but we get introduced to the Acclaimed. The rap wasn't really that bad. It was a really good rap from Caster. He really took some shots. I thought it was brilliant.
And they included the hometown hockey team. That was nice.
Yeah, that was nice. Then they talked about Stampede Wrestling, but the one thing I like to pull every episode of Dynamite After Dark and Collision After Dark about something I learned, some knowledge. And the one I'm taking away from tonight's wrestling is Daddy Ass loves cowgirls. And that bit went on
a cowgirl
like that much longer than it should have been. Like they just
you couldn't stop laughing about it.
Yeah.
Well, he said he was going to scissor the whole crowd. So I mean that takes
individually.
I'm going to scissor every single one of you.
I'm going to scissor you all.
I'm going to be at the front doors when you're exiting. I'll give you a scissor.
It was like Yosemite Sam if he had scissors instead of guns.
Is it like a
snip?
is it game scissors? I mean, at that point, if you're going through that many.
And Brutus the Barber Beefcake sitting there watching his TV show. Yeah, I started this.
Yeah.
Guys,
bunch of jabronis, you stole my gimmick.
Stole my gimmick, man. Get your own shit.
Noob had something to add. He goes, fun fact, Jake the Snake Roberts is related to NWA wrestler Samantha Starr. I did not know that. I think that's that's got to be his daughter.
I don't think his daughter or his niece.
Could be.
Could be his niece. I mean, it could be the kid of either Sam Houston or Rockin' Robin.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I know Rockin' Robin has kids, but I don't know if Sam Houston, I don't know if anybody was willing to reproduce with Sam Houston.
Sam Houston, I think of him. I see that crazy little dance he did.
God. That man had the charisma of a block of concrete.
Can you picture a young Canada Dry trying to do the Sam Houston dance?
I picture you doing more of the Alex Wright dance.
I'll do.
Remember Alex Wright's dance?
Yes.
Yeah. Like what Lord Southwood over there is doing. I could see you.
Isn't this more like
Bushwhackers?
Like Bushwhackers, yeah. You got to have a little more of like that.
Yeah, you got to have the
a little more of like a model type pose with it.
You got to pop it.
Yeah.
Pop it and don't stop it.
You got to pop it with the leg out.
Das Wonder Kid. That's what we're going to start calling you, Canada Dry. Das Wonder Kid.
Das Wonder Kid.
I love doing this show.
What's not to like?
I mean, there isn't, man. There isn't.
It's 12:03 on a Sunday morning. I mean, what else can you expect? I mean, this is what you're going to get, guys, when you tune in at midnight to effing wrestling.
Especially when you're on W.
On W. The sun has officially started to set here in Canada. I had to turn the lamp on.
Okay.
It is officially
Canadian rules. Lights out.
I once I was in LA, and I met this blonde girl from St. Louis, Missouri, And I told her, in Canada, if you knock a certain way on someone's door, and they have to let you in, because that means a polar bear is chasing you. And she's like, really? She's like, believe me. I'm like, and also, instead of saying water, we say water. That's the only thing. It's the only difference. We say water.
She is now like the head writer of a show that has the stupid Canadian friend that's really replaced.
What's funny is because I was really attracted to her, and everyone in my group they were going to chip in for a wedding ring.
Wow!
If I would have proposed, they're like, "Do it. We'll pay for it." And we're like,
it was just like a dare.
Yeah, we're like, we'll go to a pawn shop right now and we'll buy it for you. And I was like, really? No.
I've heard of coworkers going together to buy a lottery ticket, not to buy an engagement ring.
Yeah.
We were in college. We were in college.
Oh, okay.
That was a college thing to do.
I don't know. College has changed from when I went and when you went, because I was like, mine was like, here, slip her this into her drink. I'm just
Jesus.
No, hey, whoa.
I'm joking. I'm totally joking.
I kid.
It's part of the show.
Oh, God. We went from talking about Samantha Starr to just.
I'm glad you have the crickets.
Thank God.
That was us not responding to that comment.
The nice thing about having you on the show is I can go like this. Hey guys, can you like the show? Thank you for liking the show, guys.
He's jumping somewhere.
Oh man. Let's talk about Taya Valkyrie and Tony.
Oh, can we not talk
guys?
about
We are after dark.
Hell, I didn't even see the match, JFB. Like it started and then cut out. And
how
the hell does it happen?
Before it went off.
Went back to Niper Piven from last week.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what was weird. I'm like, wait a minute, am I watching Rampage or something? Like, I don't remember this, how the match started, unless they added another quick match, and they're like, oh, and then Ian Riccaboni is
somebody in the back is like, throw in last week's match. Like, and they're like, okay. It's like, why are you doing that? Like, I don't know. You told me to.
Which is a good thing.
You guys want to hear something funny?
What?
So, I'm watching the what the hell's her name? Tony
Storm.
Tony Storm.
Yeah.
Tony Storm and who the hell is the other girl? Oh yeah, Taya. Sorry. So I'm watching this match. I'm enjoying it, and all of a sudden I let out the biggest sneeze of my life.
Yeah.
And the TV goes off. I'm like, did I do that?
What kind of sorcery?
And then I hear everyone
over there in Canada.
Yeah, and then I hear everyone. It's off. It's off. I'm like, did I do that?
Wow. Canada Dry. I'm just saying, if Canada Dry has the power to control television with sneezes.
Oh, you know why? I sneezed into the Power Glove of Glory.
The poor Canadian infrastructure for electrical work.
Okay.
So it is.
Whew, man. All right. So, anyways, Canada. Let's go F and expert. Your thoughts on this match?
Oh, we didn't see it.
Yeah.
I mean, it went on for about a minute or two and then like vanished. And
yeah,
it came back to the squash match from last week with Julia Hart, and I called her Niper Piven.
Yeah.
She looked like Piper Niven, but just a little bit thinner.
The Wish version.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we didn't see this match, and Ian Riccaboni didn't even tell us who won when they came back either, but we found out at the very tail end of the show. Yeah. Yeah. Well, because they want you now to go to the TBS website or TNT website and watch it. Well, they're going to stick it up on the app. Is that what they're going to do?
Yeah.
Get it up on Hulu the day after.
No, because usually they don't do a replay.
Do you know what's the nice thing about this is that it was a Taya match.
Yeah.
And Taya matches aren't good.
Can you imagine if that
So-
happened during the FTR Bullet Club Gold match?
Oh, it's right.
Oh,
That's what I'm
man.
saying. At least it will happen during the Taya match.
That would have
The-
ruined a
Talk about
masterpiece.
Riot.
Like if you had to pick a match, this is the match you'd pick.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the time when everybody has to flush the toilet and just.
But that's why we're not that outraged. People are like, I wonder who won.
That's so Canadian. That is so Canadian. Well, let's get to Shivani with the belt and the Skivoni.
I love it when Jericho does that. It's
Yeah.
my favorite thing. When he's on announcement, he's like, "Shut up, Skivone."
I feel like everyone is piggybacking off of Jericho at this point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But Shivani comes in with the belt and the trophy presentation. And here comes Martha, and she looks really cute. Like, she looks like
She looks
She
good.
looked-
$1,000,000,
she looked really classy.
I don't know how old she is, but she looks fantastic.
dude.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
she doesn't look like mid-40s, maybe.
Oh, I know. That's what I was wondering. I was like, how old is Martha Hart? I mean,
Yeah.
she looks
Yeah.
incredible.
Me and you could date. You could date Martha, and I'll date the Athena.
Okay.
And we'll go on a double date.
I like that idea.
That would be a very interesting double date.
We're just talking about Owen the whole time.
Yeah.
What was Owen like?
Yeah. Like, you know,
You'd
like,
be like, "Oh my god, shut up, you fucking marks!" Oh,
Oh, you're making out with one of them. You're like, I'm making out with the lips set up.
oh wow. Talk about creeper status, Jesus Louise.
Oh my goodness, I'm making out with Owen Hart's daughter.
The show has
meme
taken
right
quite
there.
Yeah,
a
you
turn,
say it
doesn't it?
afterwards too, right to her face.
our first child would be a half a heart. Like that's the payday right there.
Have a half a heart.
You are now part of the Heart Foundation's.
Yeah,
Ooh.
like that alone marrying into the Hart
proxy.
family is like, I am part of it.
You're a legacy.
Yeah.
Tony
Gotta bring
Khan
all your
comes.
cats.
Yeah, Tony Khan comes out. I swear to God, he looks like a 12-year-old kid trying to play cowboy.
It
Oh, he looks like Woody.
in Toy Story.
I thought maybe he was going to go to the Kentucky Derby.
You ever seen the really floppy hats that you can buy? Like they're made out of foam and they look like a cowboy hat. And it's
Do you know what? But I'm so glad that we got someone young owning a company rather than some old man.
No, don't get me wrong. It's just someone has to be the person that says, "Dude, you look like a dork. Take the hat off."
I know, but I love it about him.
I mean, he just needs that one person. Like that one
No,
person.
then we don't get it anymore.
No, we'll still get it because this person is only going to work part-time. Like, because Tony Khan normally looks like Tony Khan, but how it's very rare. Like, if they go to Mexico, is he going to wear a fucking sombrero? Like,
I hope so.
And a serape.
Oh my goodness.
a chip hat is what he's going to have.
And he's
I
going to
mean,
grow out
bit
and
of
he's
the
going to grow out the
maracas
Fu
playing him.
Manchu, make it
Or
the
if he,
Dirty
Sanchez.
Sanchez.
If he appears at New Japan, he's going to wear like a kimono.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
And he's going to be like, "Hello, my name is Tony Khan."
Tony Khan!
That was good. That was good.
Wow.
That's what I thought the New Japan announcer is what he always sounds like.
Yeah.
I love that. We need announcements from.
Yeah,
from
it's going to be, Khan, Tony.
Can you do it for us for the show? Maybe we'll get sound effects going.
Absolutely.
Canada,
Canada.
Now do GFP.
You do the GLB.
I feel like you're giving us your vinegar strokes. Like, dummy.
The energy is flowing through him, like we can see.
Oh yeah, his eyes were a little buggy.
May cause you to speak Japanese. Is that written somewhere?
May cause you to speak in tongues.
I always like the Japanese announcer that does the voiceovers for like the New Japan video packages. It's always like, it's like, you have no clue what he's saying, but it sounds cool.
It sounds
This
awesome.
guy is awesome.
I just want that job. That's all I want. I just want that job. I just want that job. That would be a perfect job. Oh
I'd
God.
take that job. 100%.
I mean, the pay's got to be good considering what you're doing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where's the Japanese girl saying that I should have the job? Like, this is where they chime in and say that Canada Dry should have it.
Yeah.
They don't watch Collision, apparently.
I guess not, because
We will
need
try
those-
them on Wednesday.
I need
Minako,
those
where are you
Japanese-
at?
Yeah, where's Minako
Where's
at?
Minako
Yeah.
at?
Yeah.
I
She's
need those
funny.
Japanese girls to like reaffirm me. Like, if I
This is
don't
the
get that
one night
He
Minako
reaffirmation,
needs an
took off.
ego boost, apparently.
yeah. Look, I like tell everyone they love me in Japan. So
Well, apparently, we all should have been hired to AEW months ago.
yes.
I take that job in our.
You know the nice
In a
thing is,
heartbeat, bro.
if we get in, like we can officially say, okay, Natalia, you can come too. Come on.
Yeah,
We could be the official after show of AEW.
we
Yes.
could. We should be.
We should be.
And in fact, we're gonna lie and say we are.
Brought to you by
After show.
Dubby.
You gotta say it like Liam.
Dubby.
Dubby.
Brought to you by Dolby. Dolby loves his socks.
Oh, we have a lot of fun on this show.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
I promise you, the only thing in my cup is water.
Sipping on gin
Well,
and juice.
I take vitamins, so
Yeah. So do I.
Where are we?
Third match.
well, I'm in the official AFW man cave. I don't know where you're at.
We're at match 3, the final match. Luchasaurus. Well, let's be real. It's Christian Cage with Luchasaurus wrestling for him like he's some kind of robot. He's taking on Sean Spears, man. I love that Spears intro with that mask. It was just it was so badass.
I'm
Looks
almost
cool.
gonna say that intro is top 10 in AEW.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. I mean, it was I mean, Luchasaurus played the heavy. Sean Spears didn't get as much offense in as I thought he would get. Like, it wasn't a squash match, but it was pretty close. I mean, I felt like that match was way too short. There should have been more meat on the bone.
I'm surprised it was the main event.
Yeah. That should have
I
opened.
really thought the women's match would be.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah.
It's definitely not how I would have booked the show.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think, like, if you got a collision, you don't need to make all the championship matches on Battle of the Belts.
Right.
You can kind of mix it up a bit.
Yeah.
You could have made that whole hour be the tag match for Battle of the Belts.
Yeah.
That
It
would have
could
been,
have been Battle of the Belts presented by Collision.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I think that's why they did do the hour match, though, is because they knew they had Battle of the Belts afterwards.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
but it just felt like everything good, and then it's slowly declining is the only problem I have.
I mean, that's been the way for Battle of the Belts for the last few ones.
You know, it almost been better, but Battle of the Belts on first.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
from 7 to 8
Yeah.
Eastern or whatever.
A
Yeah.
pre-show for Collision. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, okay,
Well,
now you have this. Now it's about to ramp up.
I mean, it was more predictable than Collision, so.
That is
Well,
true.
it's kind of hard to
But
go
I
from.
guess as a marquee, you want to build up a show that's only supposed to only be championship matches.
Yeah.
Because there was that one, because I was like, why are we watching Julia Hart? Like, isn't this Battle of the Belts? Like, what? It was so weird.
I mean,
Yeah, I felt that Sean Spears definitely had that cool entrance. He had the but I think
Getting
at this
contacts in
point,
too. Yeah, the
I think at
contacts
this
in were
point
cool.
he's on the downside of his career. Like it's
I
sad to
don't,
say,
I don't like
he's not
those
even that
ads.
old, but he's a guy that's gonna job out to people. Like he's never
crazy.
really got. This is his first title match.
Yeah. I didn't like the eyes.
I feel like that he's a solid performer, like selling wise, everything. Like I feel like he's all around a good person, and he would like do. They could do something more with him. I feel like.
Oh, absolutely, but they won't.
I just don't. Well, I think they've tried, and they don't know how to get him over.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't make sense.
Well, I don't know. Like they looked like they were going to have him with Ricky Starks there against Juice and Switchblade, and then it just kind of like, nah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're like, we don't want him taking any of the special attention we have for Ricky.
Yeah.
I would think that they were going to worry that it would take away from Ricky.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
Well, I mean, having Sean back out did lead to FTR and CM Punk entering the picture, which tied a lot of things together too. So
true. Yeah. Absolutely. Very true. Well, shoot. We're at the end of the show. We did our ads. We got all that out of the way.
Hey, is PCB still backstage?
Yeah, I'm going to bring him on right now.
Hell yeah.
There we go.
PCB.
PCB.
My homie.
My bro.
All right. So let's do number of bells. Let's do match of the night, segment of the night. Canton Dry, you shall go first.
I shall go first because I'm not following PCB again. So yeah, obviously the match of the night is that tag match.
Yeah.
And it was an all-time classic.
Yeah.
And I think before they retire, you're gonna have a stack of these all-time classics with FTR.
Yeah.
Like you'll be able to put on like a 10-hour DVD of all-time best.
Yeah.
This night to me was the best Saturday night of wrestling in my entire life.
Yeah.
Like free on TV.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This was pay-per-view.
And I'm going to give it 5 bells.
Okay. PCB.
Oh yeah, my match of my segment of the night is I'm going to go with the Acclaimed.
Yeah.
That was a fun segment.
Yeah. Shivani getting in on the scissoring is always a plus. So PCB, how many bells are you going to give this show?
Saturday night, Collision. Every Saturday night's doing amazing job.
Yeah.
My match of the night will be Sean Spears and which is Luchasaurus. Sean Spears, I love him as a team man. He's just the Angel Circle past couple of years with Chris Jericho. You know, with Lucha match. The segment I love is the claim, just to me, yeah.
But how many bells do you give it out of 5?
115.
No, you got to be between 1 and 5.
It's going to mess up the average quite a bit.
15.
No, you got to give it 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. What are those numbers?
5.
Yeah. All right,
I'd rather than 15. It's just going to make it easier for you not keeping count. Evan Expert, your turn.
If Collision was a standalone show tonight, I'd probably give it 4.5 or 5. But since I think Battle of the Belts dragged it down a little, I'm going to go with 4 bells.
Okay.
And that's still really high for Jeremy.
Yeah. That's high for me because I'm a tough customer when it comes to this stuff. I'm going to say, I mean, obviously, match of the night's FTR versus Bullet Club Gold. I mean, who are we kidding here? And I think the only segment I could even remember is the Acclaim segment. So I guess that's going to be the segment of the night for me as well.
Yeah. Okay. Lord Rich Southwood, your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to go 4 bells as well for the same reason that the FN Expert did. But I am going to go for my match of the night. I mean, obviously, FTR is the easy pick. I'm going to go with Willow versus Ruby.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed how they had the twist at the end with Willow winning when I thought Ruby was going to come out on top. So I thought that was a good twist for me. It was a great show overall. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. I mean, my match of the night
Four bells, right? Yeah, four bells.
Yeah. Mine is FTR and Bullet Club Gold. I think they put on such an incredible match that their viewership is going to go through the freaking roof, because they're like, if we can capture that excitement and market it just like that, it's get people to spread that word. Collision will do as much numbers wise as Dynamite.
And you notice Riccaboni said, contact all your friends and relatives and tell them you're watching the best match and one of the best matches in wrestling history.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, hands down, this will be in my top 5.
And yeah, could we see another one between the three?
Oh, we'll get this again. I don't know if we're going to get
run it back now.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see it continuing, but I don't see it ending either. I think it's going to be a separation for a little bit, and then they're going to cross paths in some way, shape, or fashion. Either both of them declaring that they should be the number 1 contenders, and then they'll put them back together. So that's the only way I can see it, happening. But segment was the Acclaimed. I mean, anytime you can get Shivani to jump in and do a scissor with everybody is just.
It was actually a fun segment.
It was a fun segment.
Energy that the Calgary crowd had.
Yeah.
I think everyone did the scissors together. I thought that looked really good.
And I mean, Daddy Ass loves cowgirls.
Yes.
And he's unapologetic about it.
But then he's like, not as much as I used to, because he's like, shit, my wife is watching.
Yeah. But I'm gonna give it 5 bells. And the reason why I'm doing 5 bells is because I think Battle of the Belts wasn't important. And the important was people that are watching Collision, most of them are going to probably turn the channel or go do something. Like, they're not going to continuously watch Battle of the Belts. They can just record it, But people were there to see Collision. And they were treated to a love letter to the sport of professional wrestling and to the Canadian wrestlers who are part of that history, like the Hearts, So, freaking 5 bells. Yeah.
How could I not give it 5 belts when it's got the Hearts involved?
Exactly. Yeah. Like, you can't, like, it was a love letter. Like, it just was. It was Tony Khan saying, I want to really do something that's going to connect this show to the Hearts and Brett and Owen's legacy, and they freaking did it. I mean, they did it with nothing worried. So, yeah, 5 bells. So, I'm not keeping count, so I have no idea what our average is.
I was 5, you were 5, Caleb was 5,
yeah,
he was 4. And he was 4.
Yeah.
So who's good at math?
It's 23 divided by 5.
Yes, so I don't have a calculator near me.
4 point something.
4.5, we'll say 4.5. That sounds.
I think it would. I think it's lower, like 4.7 ish.
Yeah. I mean, Trey J, where the hell are you?
Yeah. And no Golden Graham. No
Golden Graves are not here.
He's a banker.
Oh, God.
I'm not a mathematician. It's not my
Okay, 4.7. That's what we're going to say.
Yeah, we'll say 4.73.
And if you know math, let me know how close I was.
Drop it in the comments.
Yeah, I'm a historian, not a mathematician.
Caleb, are you good at math?
No.
Yeah, he's just
Win
like
club.
us. We're all bad at math here on this podcast. So if you try to screw us over for a couple $100, you can probably do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're like, really? I think I was.
Well, if we're talking about money, that's a whole completely different situation.
No, that's true.
We're like, whoa.
That is true. That is true. All right, guys. What's coming on Sunday?
Oh my goodness. We got bad take or hot take.
Yeah.
And we've collected some hot takes from the F and wrestling community and just some from Twitter that I found. So you'll recognize some of the names on the show tomorrow with some hot takes or some bad takes. And we'll talk what we think they're hot or if they're bad. And that's with me, Jeff B, and Joseph Graham, and maybe either Liam or Rich Southwood.
Okay. Well, sweet. So you can find all this information about
You have your official joke of the week too.
Oh, that's true.
Oh yes, we have our 50. So you got the joke. You're on there regardless.
Sounds fair to me. All right. So you want to find out more about us, where you can find us, where you can hunt us down, whatever. All you need to do is look right below in the description at youtube.com/effing wrestling. Click like, click subscribe, just click everything. You can go to effingwrestling.com, scroll all the way down. All our social media links are there as well. Kind of want to support us. Yeah, sometimes we want to get the best guests that we can get, and that costs money. And, these guys don't do what they do for free. So you want to pony up, you can subscribe to tiers on the YouTube and $5 up. And then you can buy a shirt if you want to, like this shirt.
It looks really good on you.
Yeah, but it looks way better. I don't have those pictures loaded.
Looks way better on Natalia Markova. Trust us.
It looks way better on Natalia Markova. Absolutely. Oh, good Lord. So, you know what? On behalf of Canada Dry, the PCB, the effing expert, Lord Rich Southwood, I'm the JFB.
And sometimes as you're walking around this road of life, you might stumble and you fall down, you land on your ass. And, it's okay that you fell, but you need to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and remember to just keep fighting. Say it with me, Caleb. Just keep fighting, right?
Keep fighting, everybody.
Yep. All right. There we go. Hit it. This has been an effing worldwide media production. You can find us on all social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and others. Head over to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/effing wrestling. And while you're there, click like and subscribe. Want some swag? Head to our store at prowrestlingtees.com/effing wrestling. You can find all these links and much more at our awesome website, effingwrestling.com. As the JFB always says, you can book it.